Hey guys, how's it going? Happy New Year's Eve. Uh, so this is my final video for the year 2023, and tomorrow is 2024. So of course, after the countdown when the ball drops, I'm gonna be saying Happy New Year video, and then I'm gonna be going to bed because I got a text message from my work, and they asked me to come in from 7:30 to 4 o'clock tomorrow. And yeah, that's a very long. So of course I'm not doing anything for New Year's Eve because I'm not one of those like partiers that go out and like party really hard. No. So I was supposed to work 7:30 to 1:30 tomorrow, but they asked me if I can work 7:30 to 4 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, sure. And so, yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be like really quiet because everyone will be so fatigued from the New Year's Eve. And hopefully this is a new year for 2024. So 2023, it was a good year. I mean, back in February, I went on my first cruise, went on my first family cruise, with my parents, my brother and his girlfriend, and my sister. And we went to like Cozumel, Mexico, and the Cayman Islands, which is really beautiful. And also the airport in one of the Florida at the airport, Florida. I'm not gonna say what town it is, but there was a worker, and she was just nasty. She was just very rude, and like also like if you ask any of like the employees at the airport questions, they charge you like $20 just for a question. And so like our flight, it kept like but we got home. So yeah. So there was this employee, and she was just very nasty to everyone, and she was also really rude to this one old lady, and I wouldn't blame her. I felt bad for that poor old lady, because she was trying to organize some of her stuff in her suitcase, and that nasty employee was being so rude. She said like, "Ma'am, I'm not gonna be waiting for you," and they put her like in a wheelchair and put her out of the line, and it's just so rude. I mean, I'm not one of those like people that like tape like Karens and like show them to like corporate. I'm not one of those. But me and my family, we were about to. And yeah, but we didn't. So a cruise was good, but a couple other things. A lot of my employees had to quit, and some of them had to be transferred. Like, there was this one woman who was one of the CSLs. I of course I don't want to say any names, so yeah. So she was like a work mom to me, and and from my boss, my boss told me that she told me this one CSL worker in the evening is quitting because she had to help her brother in another state, and I was so upset, so heartbroken. But then I realized like she was only going to be there for a couple months, and she said she was coming back in June. But then May came around, she told me she's coming back at the end of August, which I was even more upset. And then she called me around September, told me the sad news that she couldn't come home because her boyfriend cheated on her, and all of her stuff was still at the house, and all of her cats. So yeah, I mean, she's like a mom. She was like a work mom to me. We still keep in touch and stuff. But also, my one boss, that was my second boss, who I really love, who adored me of my hard work, and she was also kind of funny. She got transferred because she's like really good at doing audits, and she needed help in another store, which all of us were so depressed about it. So we had this new boss But my old boss, she said my new boss is like really nice and I would like her, but she just, she didn't do like the scheduling right. And also, on her first day, she told me that she worked in the bottle room at her other store. But then that one day, when it was like very busy, I told her I needed help, and she was confused, and she lied to me about working in the bottle room. Like, how would you like tell like your new employee that you helped work in the bottle room at your old store, and then you lied to them? That's not what a manager is. And my old manager, okay, I don't want to get this to detail, but she had a boyfriend. Uh, but you know how like boyfriends are, that, or husbands, they can be like very jealous of, you know. So, okay, all I'm saying is she's not with him anymore. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to get into any detail because it's way too personal. So, yeah. But everything was really good. I've been like, I'm also recognized by the community that I'm a really good hard worker and stuff. And also, my new boss, she stopped working, and so we had this other one, and I don't want to tell her name. She was in July, who was like my fourth new boss, and everyone, everybody didn't introduce themselves, but I was the only one that came up to her and introduced myself. And after I'm done working, she always says I do great with a capital G or a capital GR if I do really, really great. So, yeah. So, 2023, it's been an alright year, but I hope 2024 is a lot better, and so yeah, and let me know in the comments how your year was, how 2023 was for you, and hopefully 2024 is a even better year. So yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the final video for 2023. And then when it's 12 o'clock midnight, 12 a.m. January 1st, 2024, I'm going to make the first video saying Happy New Year. Alright, so let me know in the comments how your 2023 was, and yeah, and so that's gonna wrap up for this year's video, and I will see you guys in 2024. So, Happy New Year's Eve, everybody.